All right, brothers. For the next 5 modules, we're going to dive into what I call the 5 life vibes. The 5 life vibes are 5 vibratory areas of our life experience that we experience nonstop. So they break down as the spiritual vibe, which is the foundation of everything, and we'll get to that. The personal vibe, the professional vibe, which is not just work and career. We'll get to that in a moment too. The relational vibe and the resource vibe. So spiritual, personal, professional, relational, resources. These are 5 areas we constantly experience every day of our lives. And so the invitation, what we're going to do is go one by one through each module to give you some key insights for you to have foundationally as you step more into your conscious creatorhood and to understand what it means to give that particular vibe some attention and creative energy. The idea behind it is they represent the recognition of comprehensive living. Our lives are designed to be lived comprehensively, right? We are not just one thing. We do not just do one thing in our lives. We do not just feel one thing. We are these beings of this multitudinous nature and this multidimensional nature. And it's important to understand how to meet what I call the optimal ratio, the optimal functioning ratio. I often mention it as it relates to masculine and feminine principle, and I especially speak to it as it relates to life vibes, because these 5 areas that you're experiencing nonstop, the idea is to place the necessary amount of attention in each one that has your life operating in harmony, in optimization, in the greatest extent that it can with an unobstructed flow of energy. And that is always changing, that is always moving, because life is always moving. It's not about balance. The concept of work-life balance or how to balance these things, balance has to do with stability of structure. What makes stability of structure work is harmony. And the harmony functions through the optimal functioning ratio. It means that the right amount of setup and energy and structure is in place for energy to flow unobstructed. And so for us with the 5 life vibes, it's always changing. Perhaps today, putting 20% in your spiritual vibe, 30% in the personal vibe, 10% in the professional, and you keep breaking down the percentage, and then within the hour, maybe it changes. The next day, maybe it's like that for the week, because life is always moving. We're always experiencing, exploring, creating experiences, receiving insights, making decisions. To be present enough to know how to allot attention and how to continue to shift when different facets of your life are calling for more attention to get things handled, you want to know how to maneuver with that on time and on point. So we're going to break down the foundational essence of this for you to be able to apply key aspects of your abilities, capability, capacity to each of these vibes so that you can become more conscious of the awareness of them and more conscious in how you can optimize and thrive in them. So let's begin.